All right. I apologize for posting so late on most of my material this past few weeks. It's been ever since last Sunday. Essentially, has been my um, summer league for my basketball program, and so I've been on the road, staying in hotel rooms and in college dorm rooms as a part of with these summer camps, and been in charge of 30 high school boys. And it hasn't been I haven't found time to sit down and gather my thoughts and collect all my thoughts until now. So again, I apologize for posting so late on this stuff. I'm looking at the defense for this week, the portfolio defense. Matt Saunders, A Playful Path. Again, it was very fun for me, or very enjoyable for me to see different angles that people take to pursue their MLA. Matt's presentation was like, you know, I'd consider it an elite presentation. It was really, really, really high level. It was very in depth and connected and thorough. I thought it was very it seemed because he was so. It seemed Matt was very certain of his passions and his beliefs, as we've talked about over the past few weeks. And because of that, everything was very cohesive within his presentation. A lot of his artifacts played into each other very well. And I know that that's a process that we'll be experiencing as well over the next few weeks. But that I just felt like his was, it exemplified the creative inquiry that we've talked about already this week through his presentation, and he articulates everything very well. He's a very good speaker, and I could kind of tell at the beginning of his presentation when Dr. Cooper said he had been looking forward to this one, and because of that, I was anticipating a very high level, presentation and performance, and he stayed true to that. A quote that stuck out to me from Matt that I thought sort of played into this week as well was when he mentions, he stated, learning facts and figures is great, but if you don't learn how to relate to other people and collaborate with other people, and then essentially went on to say those are probably more important, if not as important, if not more important than the facts and figures. And I relate that to the conversation I've already had regarding creative inquiry and a reproductive education, and how we are oftentimes forced as teachers to teach in a politically charged world that is teaching to standards and tests. And Matt talked about that, the 21st century skills that we need to be that need to be emphasized through education. And I take that to heart as a teacher myself, because I think that stuff is important. Connection with students and making them feel valued, and finding relationship, finding ways to strengthen a relationship, and finding things that can bring a relationship closer, make a relationship stronger for a teacher and a student. That when he talked about that in with regards to, I believe it was relating. I apologize at the two off the top of my head. It was when he was answering his first question. He talked about relating to others, and I thought that was very very pointed and very accurate. And so this is a gold level standard. It makes me a little bit anxious about my own final project and how I'm going to bring everything together. Again, I just feel I still at a point where I feel like all of my artifacts are so disconnected because I've been in the program for such a long period of time. I'm not sure if I can quite get to Matt's level in terms of the connectedness, cohesiveness of my my capstone and my portfolio, but hopefully I can make something work to that will aim to be at Matt's standards. Thank you.